Picture yourself 10 years ago. You say an unimaginable slur to a grown man on a COD lobby, only to be read back your full address alongside your mother's maiden name. You turn off your PlayStation and hope a pipe bomb doesn't arrive in your mail. Well, that's how I felt when I got this message from a few days ago from someone playing a Gary's mod server, saying they were shaking because they were doxxed by an admin and had their full name and address read out to them live over a Discord call for using a bunny hop script. But let's pause for a second and take a look at the server he's talking about. The server, No Cancer RP, is from one of my older videos where I bought admin on a server which had already previously been known to allegedly DDoS their players, as well as copious racism and other shady stuff.
No, I just don't like black people. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's racism. That's peculiar.
What?
For reference, when you join any Gary's mod server, unless you're using a VPN, they have full access to your IP and where you are connecting from. Typically, this can only be used to track a general area of where someone is, but it can also be maliciously used to do things like DDoSing, which is overloading someone's internet with packets until it basically turns into the Dursley's letterbox. The one recorded incident of DDoSing on No Cancer RP was with YouTube creator JMW Films, who joined the server. If you want to know the full story, you can go watch that, but for a little TLDR, pretty much while trolling with friends on the server for a YouTube video, watched one of his friend's IPs being dropped in chat after killing the server owner, following his internet actually going down for a few minutes.
They're advertising your f***ing...
Why is his IP being spammed? If you're a bad enough minge, so you can DDoS.
Running, can you hear us? Running?
Can't hear us.
Agreed.
You actually getting DOS?
Bro, these minges are so annoying. So honestly, I just leaked their IPs.
This occurrence is a pretty big problem for players. While there's no way of getting around giving this information when you join, the problem is when someone has to join a server and trust the server owner not to do things like this, or better yet, something worse. There's no way of actually definitively knowing what the owner's capable of. It's even worse when the owner, Awesome, with a chronically unhealthy amount of hours on Gmod, has not only been shown to allegedly put IPs in the chat, but condone his staff doxing players. Fast forward to when I made a video on the server, the owner sent me a message saying, "I'm really curious why you chose to look for problematic staff members on my server when there are numerous servers much bigger than mine with actual terrible people. I've seen numerous accusations of predators on other servers with scary amounts of evidence as well. I've also seen lots of stories of harassment, doxing, swatting, etc. We obviously have a zero tolerance policy for any of that stuff. If absolutely anyone is found to do anything related to those types of behavior, they would be banned from the server, Discord, and any other platforms we own permanently." Foreshadowing, I'm an expert storyteller. Now, this video I made was a few months ago. Besides a message from the owner making the argument that other people are doing worse stuff, so what we did isn't bad, I hadn't heard much from them. I mostly assumed the owner took on some of the advice I left them, like don't DDoS your players. So I was a little bit hesitant when I received this message, since quite a few comments on that video came out and made similar claims with not really much to back it up, like, yeah, I was freaking playing a server and yeah, the owner basically DDoSed me. He came to my house and took my modem and put it on the street for a car to run over. So yeah, I know what you mean, and I don't have evidence, but it happened. So now that you're up to speed and know that the owner has a zero tolerance policy on doxing and DDoSing, we'll move on to what actually happened. Something that any Gmod server has the power to do. The person, who we'll be calling Scott, came onto the server trying out his new lure bunny hop script and started bunny hopping around the map looking for a base and deciding on which job would be best to start making money. However, most servers have an anti-cheat system that alerts them of things like bunny hop scripts, which are usually not allowed, and a mod teleported over to him asking about if he was cheating. They then got him to hop on a call with the owner and some of his staff, which is when Scott began to record.
It is a crime.
I made meth.
For you.
Okay, this is what happened, right? I joined the server. I'm like, what's a good way to make money on this job? Typically, dealer or the guy, right? I switched to and some vape guy says, "Oh, bad. Do meth, do meth." And then I switched to meth.
You know what would be good? You know where you can go to make a lot of money? Mr.
So let's just clarify here that this was all over a player using a bunny hop script on the server. You know, the thing I am literally using on this Gary's Mod Surf gameplay. As you can see in the clip, the staff had named him Cheetah Cheetah Pumpkin Eater, and one of the staff, called Apple Jack, not to be confused with Travis Scott Cactus Jack, then read him his name and address out loud. Now I can only speculate how he found this information. When you join a Gary's Mod server, as I said, the IP you connect from is shown to the owner and select staff. So whether he found this information through that or by other means is anyone's guess. I'm by no means a hacker man, despite my Black Ops 1 VAC ban from 6 years ago, but what I do know is that this is well against the server operator guidelines of Gmod, that releasing someone's private information about a player like their full name, IP, or address is most definitely not allowed. And this is by no means some random admin who joined the server. Apple the Doxing Jack has been a part of their staff team since 2019, so this little fruity delight has been breathing the air on the server for over 5 years. Now by this point, Scott has left the call in fear of his actual address being in the hands of a presumably overweight admin. After this, he calls Granny Smith Jack directly to ask how and why he did it, and this is what he had to say.
I don't know what you're talking about.
How?
During this, there's one staff member called Oreo who calls Scott actually concerned with what's going on and for the sake of the server. In this, he's screen sharing and trying to talk to Applejack directly about what he did, and for whatever reason, Crackpot Jack decides to throw Oreo under the bus, saying he did it as if there's not a video recording of him saying it, which he also tries to tell the owner the same story.
Fuck, bro. This sucks.
Apple, I DM'd Apple after this, and I was like, yo, dude, I wish you luck, but you're probably getting a full demotion. Like, now he's trying to drag me through the mud, saying he's just a middleman, and that I gave him the info.
And here's a screenshot of him trying to be a little tattle to the owner and pretend it wasn't him. He tries to cover himself by saying he's just the puppet, and it wasn't him who even got the address, despite being absolutely giddy about being the one to release it in a Discord call. As well as him saying he thinks he deserves a promotion, he also asks Oreo if there's a video of it, and when Oreo tells him that there's full-blown video evidence of him doing this, he says, "We will ban Applejack and change my name. Problem solved." At around this time is when Scott actually messaged me, and to my surprise, I witnessed live Applejack being banned from the No Cancer Discord. Wait, so has this meant that the owner came to his senses and escaped his past of leaking IPs and DDoSing people? Spoiler alert, he hasn't. About a week went by of this happening, and I thought I'd check if Jack the Fruit Fucker was still banned in Discord, and he was. But after a little digging, I found his old Steam profile with the new name K-Flock, or as I like to refer to, K-Flog. It turns out that the K-Flog Discord account also happened to join on the exact same day that the Applejack Discord account did in 2018. And funny enough, with the disappearance of Applejack from the playlist the day of the so-called ban, 2 days later we can see a new name start to appear in the server list, sharing the exact same Steam ID as Applejack, but with a new name K-Flog. Wait. So you're telling me the owner accused of alleged DDoSing and IP leaks, who said they had a zero tolerance policy on doxing, lied about banning him and actually just kept him as an admin on the exact same Steam account? While this was more than enough for me, I had to make sure that these claims were true, so I went undercover under a new name and waited for K-Flog to join so I could go give him a little surprise in-game. Alright, we're in, boys. Now we need to go find K-Flog. He's a Doritos. That should be easy to find. It's been on the server for 4 hours. Jesus Christ, he needs to get off the game. Now we'll just go around and we'll find him. I have a feeling he might just be AFK somewhere, but let's see. Come on, Applejack. No, wait, this is him already, the first person I find. I need to channel like another accent because I don't want him to realize it's me straight away. Is he AFK? I don't know. Alright, let's just start hitting him until he realizes. Come on, Applejack. He's here.
Hi.
Dude, he's using chat now. This is going to be very difficult. Of course, he's fucking using chat. We need him to speak. Or maybe we can lock him in here. Let me get my mic.
Hello, Jeremiah Joe. How do you do, sir?
He's putting on an accent. How do I spawn the pizza?
It's under, I don't know if you have it. It's Pizza Thrower.
Yeah, that sounds more like him. Man, I haven't played on this server in ages. It feels like there's no one on today.
It's about the time where everyone starts getting on.
Ah, right. Alright, now we accuse him. We accuse him now. Is the owner on? I swear I saw him before.
I am the owner.
Oh.
No, not really. No.
Because I remember your Applejack.
He likes me.
I remember him.
How do you know that?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
How do you know that?
I'm an OG, dude. I know I'm an OG.
How do you know my Applejack, though? How do you know that?
Your voice.
What? What?
Your voice is lagging now. Is your internet lagging? Kind of sounds like he's getting nervous. How come you're K-Flock now? You a rapper? You want me to lay down a beat for you? You can rap?
Yeah, put it up, put it up.
Alright. Let me lay down a beat for you. Boom. Chiku. Boom. Chikachu. I like to leak people's IPs and get their addresses. And I change my name to pretend that nobody knows me on the server. Now at this point, Apple Snack kinda turns non-verbal. At one point he seems to make reference to the video where he leaks the guy's address, asking about if I know where to make money.
Go there and make a lot of money.
What do you mean?
Did you go there and make a lot of money?
You know what would be good? You know where you can go to make a lot of money?
Although this time, he's not quite as giddy about it.
I don't know. You're implying something.
And after that, it looks like he activates Spurg mode again and doesn't really say too much of value after. Wait, you're not Applejack? I thought you were Applejack though.
I'm K-Flock.
Oh, you're K-Flock.
I'm K-Flock.
Oh, that's
I'm
so
K-Flock.
weird because you have the same Steam ID as Applejack. That's pretty odd.
I'm K-Flock. Big DOA. Free haircuts.
Yeah? As you can see, K-Flog is most definitely Applejack. We can now see that not only did the owner have him unbanned in no less than 2 days after he doxed a player, but gave him full staff powers where he can once again hold players hostage with their IP or even worse, their address. I think no Cancer RP has been given more than enough chances to redeem themselves. I actually thought they did something right for once when Appleflog was originally banned on one of his Discord accounts, but of course, we saw him running around like a little Spurgy within 48 hours of using his little position of power to get a player's address, which is only made possible by the server owner who you trust in giving him this information. Of course, it's been over 24 hours since I tried to contact him about Little Apple Pie with no avail, but to be fair, what's there to really defend? So now I'm going to put this link up on screen that you can also find in the description. This takes you to a place where you can report a server that violates the server operating rules. So if you want to help get this server blacklisted so that they no longer have a platform that helps them do things like leak IPs or get players' addresses, you can either go to the link and attach my video as evidence, or you can just retweet my post on Twitter. That's also going to be a pinned comment that will hopefully get this seen much more quickly. Unlike the COD lobby we played in where you get your address read out to you, servers like these are in positions of power where you actually have to trust them, and when they do shit like this and then allow it to continue, it's time to bite the Applejack, boys.